Welcome and welcome today to a new video. I hope that you guys are having a lovely day. So guys, I think I owe you guys an apology because I haven't been really consistent with uploading my videos recently. And it is because I had some technical difficulties with some of the videos, like some I took and then I realized that, oh my God, I didn't have like my mic on. So I couldn't upload that video and then it was too late to make a new one. And then during the week I have to do like my regular work and then I do have the kids. So it's just like a whole thing here. So I really have to prepare my videos quite good and schedule them. And if they don't go well, I do kind of like have a problem. Not that that is like a good excuse because I truly feel like if you commit to do something, then you should. But I do want to apologize for that. And I'm going to try to be a little bit more consistent with uploading the videos. So that is one. And I just want to say, like, I love you guys so, so much. Like, truly, every time I go through the comments, you guys are so sweet. So I kind of like also miss you guys when I don't upload a video because then I don't have the opportunity to talk to you guys. So having said that, I have another thing that I need to share with you guys because so many of you have been asking me how the whole ordeal with the Cartier thing is going. And I have to tell you guys that I have like quite an update because I've received an answer from Cartier. So if you guys are new here, you can go to my video. There is one where I talk about where I brought in some, or I think all of my jewelry pieces from Cartier, and then I let them be cleansed that day and everything. It was the first time for me doing that. And then my Pantera bracelet broke like 3 days after, and also like one of my love studs were kind of like damaged. So it was like a whole thing. Now, after a couple of months, there was like vacation. I think it's probably like 2.5 months later, or maybe even 3 months. I think it was in July when it happened. And so we're living in November. So it's quite a while. So yes, it's 3 months ago, almost 4 months ago that happened. And so everything was sent to the atelier in France because I really wanted like a quality control. And I wanted to make sure that every piece that I brought in didn't have any other damage that would submerge like during the time. So the Juste Include bracelet and the Clash bracelet came back and they said like quality control was perfect, nothing with them. And then it took quite a while to receive an answer from the Pantera bracelet. Now that came back, I think for now, maybe 3 weeks ago or so, I got like an answer from Cartier. So it did took like quite a while. And they actually said, we don't think that it was our fault. However, we're going to do a repair for this bracelet and then we are going to put the cost under the guarantee. So it wasn't like the nicest way to solve it, or the nicest apology. It would be nicer to admit that something went wrong, but they didn't. So they just said, we're going to take care of it and the costs are going to be by us. Now, because the Pantera bracelet was broken like in a place that repair just doesn't fix it, they need to kind of like remake the whole bracelet, and that will take about 6 months. So I need to wait till next year. I need to wait until next year to get my bracelet back, and I think it's okay. I was a little bit sad because it is going to take quite a while, but then again, I'm fine as long as I get like a new one. It's okay for me. Now, the second thing was the love stud that also got like damaged during the cleaning session. And I'm positive that it wasn't that damaged before we brought it in, but we did say, there is something going on with the pin. But the next day after we took it in, the back thingy, I don't know like how you call it. Anyway, the back thingy just fell off and we lost it. And so that came back later after the Pantera bracelet communication. They said, actually, well, we don't think that this is our fault. So you need to pay up, because this is also going to need to be remade because the damage is so severe that we cannot repair it. So that was like quite a shock. I think it was about 400 euros to get it repaired, and I think one of the piercings cost about 600 euros. So I was really stunned and also a little bit mad, because this is the way that they are trying to solve the situation. So eventually I didn't agree to that, and I sent them an email and told them, one, that the earring wasn't that old. I think it was like just maybe not even a year old. And so this should definitely be a warranty issue, as you wouldn't expect like an earring to have problems after such a short time. So especially if you are in the European warranty, please be careful when you buy things. Don't accept what, they're saying so easily. So I sent them back, and they literally said, we don't think it's our fault. However, because of commercial wise things, we will be able to repair it for you, and we will put it on a warranty. And I didn't reply back to that mail, to be completely honest, because it just didn't hit right. It's such a lame excuse coming from a big brand like that. And so let me put it this way. I'm happy that it's getting solved, but I'm not happy the way that they're handling their quality issues. And so I'm just getting turned off lately by Cartier. And it hasn't been like the first thing I think that happened lately with Cartier. I also had like an issue with my essay. And so it's kind of like getting like it's giving me like a bit of a bad taste. And so I'm like, I think after this, I'm going to be done just a little bit with Cartier at least. And I think that's quite okay, because I have like a beautiful Cartier collection, and I literally don't have like the spark anymore for Cartier. I do like Van Cleef and Arpels still a lot, but I feel like my collection, as I said it like in previous videos, like I'm getting to a point where my collection from these like big designer brands are getting completed, and I'm actually starting to look like what else is there. I'm truly moving more towards more intricate designs and things that are a little bit more original. And yes, I do get that some of those pieces won't hold up their value as with these big brands, but again, you don't pay as much as the big brands because they don't hold like that name. So I think that is quite okay. It's like comme ci comme ça. Sometimes it's just what you find beautiful, and I'm just looking more into different pieces, and especially also with, I'm getting like a lot of collaboration with brands, and I'm starting to noticing like how many smaller brands are also bringing so much to the table. So I'm quite interested in that. And yes, I will definitely start sharing those small brands. As soon as I kind of like know what type of quality they have, I will start sharing them with you guys as well. So that's another topic. So for today, I hope, by the way, that this is enough for you guys to know that both are being remade. Oh, I didn't say that, but the Love Stud is also being remade now, and it's also going to take for about 6 months before I get it back. So it's going to be completely new. But again, I have to wait those 6 months. So both I'm going to get in next year, but that is it. However, in today's topic, I'm going to answer like a question that one of you guys asked, and that is about the new collection that Cartier has kind of like showed, and it's the Flexible Love collection. What do I think of it, and what do I like or don't like, etc. And I'm also in this video going to talk about the new collection that Van Cleef & Arpels also launched recently, and it's the the flower lace collection, I have to say. So sorry about that. First up, let's start with the Cartier collection, because I think that is quite interesting. I think about a couple of years ago, they launched the Love Bracelet in brush gold. And I just don't think that that collection just hit the sweet spot. It just didn't take off as so many has already noticed. I think people are very used to the regular love bracelet, that it's not that easy to move away from the love bracelet and into something else, like the regular one. So I think the brush gold wasn't that popular. Now they have introduced the flexible love bracelet with a ring, I think, as well. I'm not sure if they do also have earrings, but they also have like the same type of range. They also come like in different sizes and also in metals. So you have like a lot of options, as you always have with Cartier. I think one of the great thing about this one is that it is like a little bit completely different than you would look at the love bracelet now. So it is flexible, meaning that it moves, which is something that hasn't happened with the love bracelet. It has a different lock, and it also really has like a different look to it. It has like those vertical lines in them. Now with that, I think it makes it far more bolder, edgy than the regular love bracelet, meaning that they're, I think, hinting on being a little bit more younger, a little bit more masculine, just a little bit more edgy and out there. And so in that way, I do think that they resemble a little bit the Clash collection, in which they kind of like went completely like a different edgy, boldy look. And so this reminds me of that in a different way. Do I think that it's a beautiful collection? For me personally, I don't like the flexible one because I just think it's very bold and very out there. I saw it and it's just, I don't know, it just doesn't give me that spark. But, however, if you're not the type that would go maybe for the regular bracelet because you find it to be a little bit more, feminine, a little bit more, I don't know, fine. I think this one would be something absolutely for you. If you're more into the edginess, if you're more into the bold jewelry, if you're more for statement pieces, I think this would be the perfect bracelet for you. Also, if you're looking for something that you can remove easily, that you don't have to like carry the screw driver with you, also perfect. It does checks a lot of boxes. Also, if you're a man and looking for a bracelet and you do like the love bracelet concept, but you find it to be more or too feminine, then I think this would be an awesome start or an addition to your collection. So I think in this way, they're kind of like broadening their horizon because they are trying to attract different people to their brand. And it's, I think, like completely different and also smart that they're building on the love bracelet, which is also very, very popular on its own. So it's kind of like building on the popularity of something that already exists, but trying to give it like a new vibe. So it's very smart from them. I don't know if it will take off. I think we're like a couple of weeks now after the release. And I have to say, it's not as popular maybe as I expected it. I think it was like, I felt like a little bit of a hype when it came out, and then that hype kind of like died pretty quickly. So I'm not sure. I'm not sure if it's going to follow the whole like brush gold experience, that it's going to be like just like a lounge and then suddenly you don't hear people talking about it. But hey, it's about eventually what you'll like. So if this is something that speaks to you, then definitely go for it. Now let's talk about the VCA flower lace collection. This is also something that they've launched, I think 6 weeks ago, something like that. Correct me if I'm wrong. And I think actually it's a really beautiful collection. It's very feminine. It's very delicate. And I think it's something that Van Cleef & Arpels is trying to steer away from the Alhambra collection. Now, the Alhambra collection has been popular for years before it was like a hype on social media, but it has been oversaturated on social media. Not as much as you would think in real life, but on social media it has been like ongoing. So many people are coming in and asking for the Alhambra bracelet. Now that's a good thing for the VCA brand. They're making their money, people are coming in. But for people who are already like known to the brand, they already have like their collection, or they don't only like the Alhambra collection, people are looking for something that not everybody has. Because when you're seeing things a lot on the internet, it can get like a little bit boring for people who want something to say, you know, hey, I'm standing out. So I think that is where you're kind of like having a little bit of the clash. You want something to be popular, but you don't want something to be like oversaturated, because then again, it loses its appeal. So I think at this moment, Van Cleef & Arpels is truly trying to steer people away from the Alhambra collection by trying to bring something that's new, that might catch other new clients, or steer or bring something, I think, new to the table for existing clients. So they might have like something, oh, you know, this is new. Not everybody has this piece. Because when I was talking to my essay, she also mentioned like a lot of people are slowing down on the Alhambra collection because they're seeing it a lot. And so it's not that, you know, popular anymore. And I do get it, because at a point I was also like a little bit like, I'm hearing it a lot, I'm seeing it a lot. I was getting a little bit of the ache. I also talk about it in some of my videos. And so I do tend to not to wear the bracelet that I see a lot. And now I started to enjoy it a little bit more, because I have like the rock crystal, and that is something that you don't see everywhere compared to the, I think, onyx, which is very popular, or the mother of pearl, for example. And again, I might say like you see it everywhere, but it's not something that you see like on a daily basis, except when you go like on the high-end streets, then you might see it just a little bit more. I have to be completely honest, compared to other countries, I think here in the Netherlands, not many people know about this brand. There are like just certain people who really know about the brand and enjoy it, but so many are just oblivious to this brand. And that's also like a reason why I do still love my collection, because as I said, not many people wear them. I don't see it a lot. So it still feels like a little bit special here in the Netherlands. So I like that. So again, to the lace version, or the flower lace collection. Very, very beautiful collection. I think it's still Van Cleef & Arpels very much. They still use like the delicacy, the flower. So beautiful, so beautiful. It's even like more gorgeous in real life than the pictures, I think. So if you guys are into like the flowers, if you are interested in that, I would definitely recommend this collection. Does this collection speak to me? Yes, it does, more than the Cartier collection. However, will I buy a piece from this? I'm not sure. At this moment, I think I'm searching, as I said, like more, or looking more into different designs. And I feel like at this moment, I miss animal designs. I miss like the fun parts in designs. So I think I'm looking or steering more into that direction than others. And I think those designs also bring like a lot of, I don't know, like thought and feeling. More maybe so than maybe the luxury houses fine jewelry collection. And maybe it is because, as I said before, like I'm getting to a point where I'm completely satisfied with the collection that I have from fine jewelry, that I don't crave. There's nothing like at this moment that I crave from Van Cleef & Arpels or from Cartier. I do crave some pieces from Boucheron, but these are like the more interesting pieces, which I'll be doing a video on. But for now, this is it. And I think it's just a matter of getting a little bit satisfied and just having a great collection that feels really complete to me. And I think that's a great point to be in, to feel satisfied and to be able to enjoy the collection that I have at this moment. So even though I think it's really beautiful, it's really wonderful, if you don't have like a huge collection yet, you want to add something that's special, that is very feminine, then this would be definitely a beautiful design for you to invest in. But other than that, I would say no. So let me know what you guys think of these two designs. Do you guys think they're smart or not? Would you guys buy any of these two or either of these two? I have to say, do they speak to you guys or not? I'm very curious. I love to hear everything in the comment box down below. For now, thank you so much for watching. If you're new here, don't forget to hit the subscribe button, and I hope to see you in my next video. Bye.